Well, hello and welcome, manga and comic connoisseurs. I am your host for today's issue, Xboxgut, aka Cameron, and I am joined by my co-host, my boy Luke, aka MLGman. I guess I got that backwards. And we're here to talk about what we do best, what we love the most, and that is comic books, video games, and we're gonna wrap up uh, I was gonna say stream, but we're gonna wrap up this issue with a little mini game we like to call Tower of Nerds. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be fun. That's what it's called, right? Tower of Nerds.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a game before or if it was created by Speed Sultan, but that's what Speed Sultan and Cosmic Collector call it. They call it Tower of Nerds.
Okay, yeah. So shout out to the Hall of Nerds podcast for um, maybe they created it, but we're gonna play it today as we did on our Christmas special. Go check that out if you guys haven't yet.
Wonderful episode.
Oh, dude, it was such a fucking good time. I watched the entire thing back. I had a good time rewatching it. It was fucking
I
fun.
I don't know if I watched all of it, but I definitely watched like at least half of it, and it was like a three
Yeah,
hour episode. So
yeah,
it
yeah. It
was
was a good time.
fantastic.
Yeah, fun time, guys. If you guys want to go watch us play some mini games, open up some gifts that we're actually going to talk about this episode. Luke's going to talk about one of his gifts. I'm going to talk about two of my gifts from Luke. Go check out that episode so you can see us opening that in real time reaction. It'll be a good time. It's always a good time. You know, doing these mini games and stuff like that. I'm glad we're incorporating it into our actual issues itself. So without further ado, guys, I
Hey,
know me
I
and
just
Luke.
realized something real quick. Yo, by the time this episode comes out, this is the first episode of 2026, by the way.
Oh shit! So
So
welcome to the new year with
yeah,
We Got Issues, ladies and
it just
gentlemen. This
clicked
is
with me.
yeah, we're trying to incorporate not just what we're doing, what we're reading, which I know that's what you guys are interested in. But we're trying to also incorporate some new stuff like mini games, um, and stuff like that. So be expecting a little bit of a shift in our content as well. It's still going to be the classic, um, Xboxgut and MLGman, chopping it up type shit. Every issue, of course. That's what this whole podcast is based on. Is just me and my boy yapping and yapping here, like we love to do about our favorite things. So, like I was gonna say, man, without further ado, I know me and Luke are dying to talk about the gifts that we bought each other. Especially me. I'm not too sure about how. I know you said. I guess we'll start with you, since it's pretty
Oh yeah,
short, and it's a gift that I got him on the Christmas special. I know he's a big Wolverine fan. I know he likes Predator as well, and what better gift to give him than Wolverine versus Predator versus Wolverine rather. I found this comic extremely enjoyable as a newcomer to comics. I love Predator. I love Wolverine. And Luke has a lot more of a background basis of Wolverine himself than I do. I've read Weapon X, and that's pretty much it. That's all I've read about Wolverine himself. I know Deadpool and Wolverine, but I found that comic extremely enjoyable to read. But I heard that I read that you text me. You said it's one of your favorite miniseries of all time, which is super awesome to hear because I was hoping you would enjoy it, but I didn't expect you to enjoy it that much. What were your thoughts on that whole little mini series you got there?
so yeah, man. First of all, thank you so much for getting it for me. I
Oh
remember
yeah.
I mean, you were the one that introduced me to it because I didn't even know it was a thing until you told me about it in one of our early issues we did. Um, but yeah, Wolverine is my absolute favorite comic character. So him being matched up against Predator, who's pretty similar of a character uh, to Wolverine, it's just such a good matchup. First of all, but as far as the substance here, I don't usually like shorter series. I think longer series work better for me, and I think shorter series tend to fall pretty flat, and they don't have enough time to be fleshed out. Which is one of the reasons why I love a lot of Daniel Warren Johnson stuff, which we'll get to that. But he tends to be able to tell a shorter story, but flesh it out in a really good way that makes you care. But I feel like, in my experience, a lot of people aren't able to do that. So being able to read just a badass Wolverine story that felt pretty complete. I think it's only 4 issues, I think. Um,
Yeah, I think it is.
yeah, I mean, it accomplished everything I could want from something like this. And so that for that alone, I was really impressed. But there are so many little details about this book that I absolutely love. I mean, first of all, it's written by Ben Percy, who is uh, one of the coolest comic writers like that I am familiar with. First of all, he just is like the perfect dude to write Wolverine. I haven't read his like full Wolverine run yet, though I have it. If you've ever seen like or heard an interview with him, he talks like this. This is just like his normal voice. Like he's just like a really gruff kind of dude, and he just seems like a nice guy. But like I know on his Comic Geeks picture, he's just got like a cigar in his mouth. Like he just seems like a badass dude, and yeah, he
Perfect
seems.
guy to write Wolverine, man.
That's what I'm
Perfect.
saying. So it's written by Ben Percy, and you've got these awesome cover arts. Each of the issues has cover art by Marco Cacchetto, which he's fucking fantastic. He did the art for the new Ultimate Spider-Man with Jonathan Hickman. That's what a lot of like modern readers know him from. But he's also uh, done the art for one of the recent Daredevil runs, one of the better ones with Chip Zdarsky. I mean, his art is just fantastic. If Mo Malco from the Discord server is watching, that's his boy. He collects like all of the Chiquetto art. Even like because I think he's Italian, so I think he's Italian. I could be wrong, but he has a bunch of like exclusive covers that are exclusive to like different countries and stuff. And so the boy Malcolm on the Discord server, he collects like all of the like region variants and stuff too. So he's a big fan. I'm getting off track here, but yeah, there's covers from him on every issue. And what's really cool, if you guys aren't familiar with this story, is it takes Wolverine through different eras of Wolverine's story because he's a couple hundred years old, being from like the 1800s and uh, being up to like modern day. And there's definitely parts of Wolverine's character and his mythos and his story that are super iconic. Like we were saying, you've read Weapon X. That's one of the most famous Wolverine like time periods. But there's even some stuff before that, like they go back to Wolverine being in the mountains and being kind of a mountain man, like in Wolverine Origins or Wolverine Origin. Yeah. Um, and then they do stuff like when he's with the classic X-Men, like Claremont era, and then Krakoa era is where they kind of end up, like the more recent X-Men stuff. Uh, but him and like the Predators are kind of like fated enemies. They keep dueling and like fighting and getting in battles and all these different periods in time, and it kind of jumps back where you're following Wolverine face the Predator for the final time in each of the issues, but then it'll flash back to the different times that they faced each other.
So is correct me if I'm wrong. It's the same Predator, right? That he's fighting throughout
Um,
history? I I, I thought that's one of the cool I was under the impression that it was the same Predator that he kept fighting
I believe it
throughout
is.
history.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
okay, because I was like, that's one of the coolest parts to me. I was the way you phrased it made it seem like it was a different Predator every time period. But
Well, no, no, no. Yeah, it's the same Predator as far as I'm aware, but there's. Oh, I'm sorry. I think the original Predator that he fights gets killed. But like he calls for backup, and at one point in the story, there's like other Predators that come to like
yeah,
avenge their fallen guy. So I think it's actually two different Predators now that
okay,
I'm thinking about it. But one
okay,
one of them is trying to avenge his buddy that was killed by
okay,
Wolverine, and then that's the Predator that he ends up fighting from then on. You know what I mean?
okay. Yeah, I hear you.
Um, but like, what was I saying? Oh yeah, just the way that it bounces back in time, and like you go to like these different periods of the Wolverine story, and like obviously it's not canon, so they're just sliding Predator in here, and it's just really cool to see. um and with that though, in these different time periods, you have a new artist on each of the different time periods that are drawing them. So I look at the back here. um I'm not familiar with a lot of these people just by name, but one of my favorites is Hayden Sherman. He does the Weapon X portion of the story, which I thought was really cool. Hayden Sherman, he does Absolute Wonder Woman. He's the artist on that book. That's what I know him from, at least. I know he does like Batman Dark Patterns, which I haven't read yet, but I heard it's really good. But you've got other people, Ken Lashley, who he's done stuff. He's done a lot of stuff. He did X Force. I know that. I think he's the colorist. Um, but I mean, there's just a huge creative team that you have working on this book, with Benjamin Percy's writing throughout. And it's just for what it is, man. Just being kind of like a one-off, like tie-in short story thing. It just knocked it out of the park. Knocked it out of the park with what it was trying to do. And for that, man, I think it was just such a good time. It was so fun. It was fucking brutal, which is exactly what I wanted. And the fact that so many different people were able to collaborate on this book and switch it up here and there. Yeah, man, it was fucking awesome. I loved it.
Yeah, I'm glad you ended up really enjoying it as much as I did. I guess I never realized whenever I was picking this up for you, I never realized all the different ties you were gonna have to it, like enjoying the different cover art and stuff like that, like with the artists. I'm not in too deep into comics just yet to know. Obviously, I know Daniel Warren Johnson, I know Ryan Otley, you know, what's his Alex Ross or not Alex Ross? Yeah, Alex Ross. Of course, I know that art. But
Right.
yeah, I'm really happy that you enjoyed it and had all those different kind of like ties to it as well. And since you know a lot more backstory about Wolverine, I'm sure a person like you, I was sure a person like you would enjoy it for sure.
Yeah, man. It's like for it, like I said, for it just being like a non-canon kind of like tie-in short story thing. It's just also just a really cool book to have. Like just
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like Predator versus Wolverine. Like it's
and he's a perfect character to put up against the Predator, man. Like perfect, because they also have a Black Panther versus Predator, um, Spider-Man versus Predator. They have
I feel like
Alien versus Captain America, but I feel like Wolverine is just the perfect, fictional character to go up against the fucking Predator. Like they're
yeah.
both kitted out with arsenal. I mean, obviously not, you know, Wolverine as much, but he's got the fucking claws, the adamantium claws and shit like that. It's such a good premise for a book, and for it not being canon, it's just such a good like sit down, read it in one sitting, and just fucking
That's
have a good
exactly
time.
what I did, man.
Sorry.
I just
Yeah,
I sat down and just blazed through it. It was awesome.
yeah, and also I love the way I mean, I guess minor spoiler, but it starts off with the beginning of the book starts off with the final battle,
Hmm.
and it kind of does a big circle around back to that beginning of the book, and it kind of shows you the resolute or the ending of the whole battle that started it. It's
Well,
such a good book, and I love the different. I love the fucking yellow and blue, and the cowl and shit like that. It just fucking
yeah.
goes so hard in that book, man. So hard.
Well, one of the so it, the way that the book is laid out is each issue, the first half will show you what's going on in present day, and then the second half of the book will go
Mhm.
back in time. So each issue you get like a little bit of like a flashback sequence, but you're also progressing in the main story of what's happening.
That's right.
And then
That's
so
right. It has been a little bit.
yeah. So the final issue though, I think is just like full on just battling like straight up, and it's fucking sick. Oh, speaking of, one of my favorite parts of the book um was the section in particular where he goes where he's in Japan, and he's, I mean,
That part's
obviously,
amazing.
like, we're manga fans and we're fucking nerds, so we, Japan. But like the fuck like the sakura trees and stuff, and he's talking to the sensei, the Muramasa Blade guy, and they're, I don't know, just the conversation that they had about trying to control Wolverine's temper and like stuff like that, and then the Predators show up and Wolverine's over here fighting him with the fucking katana. Like, dude, this shit was so
So
cool.
fucking sick. Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts of the whole book as well. I mean, there's not really much that I disliked about the book at all. I mean, I don't even think I disliked anything. I just enjoy it all. I mean, you can't really. That's the really cool thing about it is that it gets so much done in such a short like book form. Like there's only 4 issues in it, and it feels like such a good, well fleshed out story.
Not only that, but it does it well. You know, there's so many books like this out there that just don't stick the landing, and they just feel like cheap and schlocky, just to have that tie-in, that crossover. You know,
Yeah,
just kind of like a, I don't know, like a money grab kind of thing. Like there's no soul in it. But this one actually was like pretty fucking good. You know what I mean? And that's
yeah,
why I was pleasantly surprised.
yeah. It's fucking awesome, man. I'm even more happy that you enjoyed it as much as you did. I'm gonna definitely have to go back and reread it. It's such super short read,
Oh yeah.
and it's obviously very fucking rereadable. It's really cool. But yeah, that's cool, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it also. Is that all you have read since last issue?
I mean, other than that, one of the, here, I'll bring this down real quick. The other main thing that I've been reading, I've been getting through this X Force omnibus, this original book. I'm almost finished with it. I plan on finishing it this weekend, hopefully, or I don't know. We'll see. I'm working a lot, but hopefully soon I'll finish it. It's been really cool. I enjoy it. Lately, I've been in such a mood for like classic comics, like that classic comic feel. I love the comic art from like the 90s and before. Just like it just feels retro. You know what I mean? And once you start getting into like the 2000s and stuff, you get like a lot more like computer colorization and stuff. It gets a lot cleaner and it just looks a lot more well produced, which is awesome. But I just love that like quintessential comic look. You know what I mean? But what I think about the 90s comics and 80s and 90s in particular is they become easier to read, which is nice, but they still maintain that feel. You know what I mean?
Mm.
While becoming like less wordy sometimes. Um, I don't know. They're better all around in my opinion. The 90s is like one of my favorite eras for comics, but X Force in particular is really cool because what the X Force is it's Cable. He comes back, like back from the future or whatever, and he has like this he takes like this group of mutants that were at the Professor X's school for gifted youngsters or whatever, and he kind of creates his own team. Well, at first it's the New Mutants, which was already a team, but Cable comes back and he becomes the leader of the New Mutants, and they're doing all these missions and stuff, and then he realizes that, you know, like sometimes you have to get your hands dirty, right? So he's like, there's some bad stuff that we've got to do in the background, all these people like Professor X, he has his method of doing things, but I have my own method, and that means we're gonna have to kill some motherfuckers, pretty much. Um, and so he's like, anybody here, you can leave if you want, if you don't want to stay. But for those of you who are staying, we ride at dawn, bitches, pretty much. And so some of the members leave, and then we get new members, and so the New Mutants end up becoming the X Force, and it's basically like a Black Ops version of the X-Men. Like they're tactical, like doing secret missions and like killing motherfuckers, and it's dope. It's just like a very 90s feel where it's like edgy and gritty version of the X-Men, led by Cable, who's fucking awesome. And it's in these pages that you get the first appearance of Deadpool. Deadpool is introduced in this. So, like in New Mutants issue 98, which is where this storyline starts. Uh, yeah, that's the first appearance ever of Deadpool. So you get to see, early versions of that character. I don't know. It's just been a ton of fun. I mean, it hasn't been mind blowing, but I'm very glad that I'm reading it. It's been quite enjoyable. Um, so yeah, I'm liking that a lot. I don't want to give too much away if people want to read it. Granted, it's like 30 years old, but you know, uh, yeah, it's just a ton of fun.
So is this something that a new, no knowledge of X? I mean, could I read it if I picked it up? Is this something I could just jump in and enjoy it like that? Because that sounds like something I would fucking definitely want to check out.
I think so. The only thing is that the characters. So me going into this, I wasn't really familiar with any of the characters other than Cable, and then you have Domino, which I'm sure you know Domino. No, did you watch Deadpool 2?
No, no. I
Okay,
watched Deadpool 1 and Deadpool Wolverine.
okay, you got one in the middle that you need to check out. But
Yeah. Yeah.
you should. I think if you're gonna read X Force, you should watch Deadpool 2 because they kind of reference the X Force throughout. I mean, Cable is one of the main characters in that.
Yeah.
Domino is in it. Deadpool, of course. They're all X Force characters. So I recommend you watch the movie just to get some context, I guess. But I other than them though, I didn't know like any of the characters. Like you have some mutants called like Cannonball. There's a chick named Boom Boom. Uh, I mean, they're just kind of like not one-off mutants. I wouldn't say that, but just less popular characters. And I didn't know anything about their backstories. But at the same time, I think as you read, it starts to give you some context and like you can kind of put things together, and their backstories don't really matter. like I went into it kind of confused because I was like, well, who are these characters? But if you kind of set that aside and just kind of take it at face value and be like, don't need to know their backstories, what I know is that they're a group, they're a team, they're kicking it, you know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
if you can approach it in that way and not get too caught up in like backstories of characters and stuff, I think, yeah, definitely a new reader could check it out. Um, and what is cool is this ties into the the blue and gold omnibus, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this first X Force omnibus, if you read it, so like it's kind of telling its own story, and then if you read the blue and gold omnibus, it goes into this event thing called what's it called Executioner's Song, which is like mainly an X Force event, I think. So like they kind of go together.
Okay. How many? There's what? How many Omnis are there?
For well, there's the one omnibus that's like the first omnibus, and then there's, let me think. There's one that just came out, which I guess is technically Omni 2. It's called Deadpool and X Force. So it's technically
Hmm.
X Force Omni Volume 2. So there's only two volumes. Two
It's the
Omnis.
one by Rob Liefeld.
Liefeld, yep.
Liefeld, cool. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. Looks cool.
Yeah.
Portable, dude, $75 for the whole fucking thing. Looks pretty good price.
I got, I guess it went up. I got mine, I think, I got it for 50.
Oh, that's way better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to wish list it and just keep it on the wish list until it drops down a little bit. Yeah, because that sounds fucking cool, man. And especially since it's the first appearance of Deadpool, just getting to see that whole background of the origin of that character and shit like that, and seeing how he probably changes a lot
Well, yeah,
throughout the
so
history.
Deadpool is introduced as much more of a flat kind of character. Like he's not nearly as bombastic, or he doesn't do any of the fourth wall stuff at this point.
Yeah,
He's just kind of like a wisecracking assassin. Like he's just kind of a generic feeling kind of character. Um, but he still has a little bit of that humor, that Deadpool humor. that you can see, and then later on in Deadpool books is where they start to evolve the character and making him into the Deadpool that he is today, just like you were saying. But yeah, no, it's really cool to kind of see the Deadpool like prototype. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Hearing you say prototype, there's a, I think it's in deluxe, like 5 or 6 of Berserk, that they literally give you the Berserk prototype. It's called Berserk Prototype.
Oh,
And I
cool.
don't know if you knew this existed, but it's literally the contest version of Berserk that Kentaro Miura made for like a manga
Was
contest.
it the one where he has like the eye patch and shit?
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen
and
pictures of it.
yeah, it's all right. Um, but it's cool to see the whole like, because there's a girl, like an actual female that looks like Griffith
Oh wow.
and shit like that. So it's like you could see the whole like, it's just fucking cool. I'm not gonna go on a whole tangent about it, but it's just cool, like how you're saying about seeing the whole you know, the whole prototype of Deadpool. Dude, that sounds fucking awesome. I might have to. You might have just sold someone on that book. That sounds fucking dope.
It is cool, and like I said, especially because you have that blue and gold omnibus. Like, if you want to get into X Force and then read that, because it's not a long book at all. It's like probably only, I don't know, 2/3 or half the size of that blue and gold book. Like it's
Oh, okay.
yeah, no, that
So
blue and
wait.
it's a pretty short one. But I mean, if you want to like know what happens, it literally the blue and gold story. You get to a certain point, and it has some of the X Force issues that this first omnibus leaves out, and so you can continue this X Force story through the blue and gold omnibus, and then where that leaves off in the blue and gold is where omnibus 2 picks up.
Sports. Oh, I see what you're saying.
So like between omnibus 1 and 2, there is a gap that isn't filled. But since you already have blue and gold, that gap is filled for you. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see what you're saying. So I would read X Force first, and then read Blue and Gold, and then I'd be able to get that middle section, and then I'd be able to read Deadpool and X Force.
Yep.
Perfect, man. I think I'm set up. I fucking like how you're saying you're in the mood for classic comics. Um, I am in like such a fucking mood to read that Blue and Gold Omni Man. Omni
Omni
Man.
Man. Hey.
Nah, dude, that art is so good. I know it's wordy, and I know I'm not a big fan of wordy books, but I think going into it with the whole mindset of like, all right, we're gonna be fucking reading here, boys. We're not gonna be seeing a fluid battle. It's gonna be a battle, but we're gonna have a lot of like anime fucking backstory dialogue in between each fucking move, I guess you could say.
Well, I think if
I'm
you're
just such in the mood.
if it is wordy, I guess the upside to that is it takes longer to read and you can really appreciate that art and take the time to like really work your way through it instead of just like flipping through it, because that's some of the like the I guess one of the very minor issues I could say that I've had with Berserk that I guess I haven't really mentioned until now is I wish, like, it's very fast paced. There's so many battle scenes, and I wish I would take the time to slow down and just really appreciate the art, which I do at some points. But when you're in the middle of like a big fight and guts is swinging shit and like you're just like flipping through, you're reading this battle as it's meant to be read, you know. But sometimes I wish I would just slow down and just look at the art, you know, and with like you were saying with it being wordy, the blue and gold omnibus, it forces you to, and you can really appreciate that awesome Jim Lee art.
Yeah, and that art is fucking on that's another one of my favorite art styles. Like the Jim Lee fucking era, like that
Well, he
shit
did
is
he
oh
did
fucking.
Batman Hush, which you've
Did
read.
he really?
Yeah, that's Jim Lee.
Huh. I guess his art style had to have evolved like
Yeah, for
crazy.
sure.
Uh, but man, that old school X-Men like Nightcrawler. I love the whole. I mean, I've read a good 4 or 5 issues of Blue and Gold, which is, I mean, I guess crazy to say because I fucking bought it for $100 when it came out. But no, because it's $150 omnibus, right?
150, 125, something like that.
Yeah, well, I got it for $100 as a gift for my auntie on my birthday, and I read the first like 5-ish issues. But I love the fucking Team Gold, Team Blue. and it's like fucking Wolverine, Nightcrawler, and I don't know shit about the X-Men. I don't even know fucking what Nightcrawler's abilities are, but or like Psylocke and shit like that. But it was fucking so cool to see, you know, when I wasn't bombarded by fucking novels upon novels of text by Claremont. It's
Right.
so fucking cool, man. And I want to get to it, man. I do. I just need to finish Immortal Hulk first, which I don't know why people fucking love that Immortal Hulk, and I do as well. But it's not grabbing me like people make it out to seem. I just need to actually just sit down and fucking start grinding on it.
For sure. Yeah, that's man. There's just so much we need to get to, but I mean, while we're on the topic of classic comics, I guess we can remind the people who didn't see the Christmas special. We're gonna
Oh,
we're,
that's right.
we're gonna be doing
That's
an
right.
episode here in a couple of weeks. We're pushing back the Berserk just a little bit, um, but we're gonna be reading something a little bit different. If you wanna tell the people,
Yeah, we're gonna be reading a very, very, very classic and wordy comic, which is, against what I was just saying, but this is something that it's not too long. It's only 12 issues long. It's one of the most critically acclaimed comics of all time, if not books of all time. Um, it's gonna be Watchmen. We're gonna be. I bought Luke a copy of Watchmen in paperback form, and I have a classic hardcover with yellowed fucking pages, but it kind of adds to the whole aesthetic of the book. Yeah, we're gonna be reading through Watchmen, and it shouldn't take us that long. I mean, I know it's wordy, but 12 issues. I mean, a murder mystery. It's gotta. There's a hook in there somewhere. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's going to be our next book club read through if anyone wants to join along, which I'm sure you've already read Watchmen or seen the movie or the show or whatever the hell it is. Um, I'm excited for it, man. It's going to get me because I read the first 4 or 5 issues of it and it didn't hook me, but having to, I guess, not be forced to read it, but having my co-host Luke
some
here
sort
read it
of
alongside me.
incentive to kind of
Yeah,
push you, a push.
100%. Yeah, 100%. And that's one thing, man. This art is just on another level of classic paneling and classic just
You should
old
pull
school
up that
art, man.
that page of Doctor Manhattan just sitting, if you
Oh
can
yeah,
find it.
sitting on. Yeah, let me see if I can flip through. Sure I'll be able to find it. Yeah, it's sick, man, and it's an adult book, man. From what I've read, there's a lot of adult isms in it. It's so fucking sick, man, and I just found the page right there.
Yeah, I love that page so much.
Yeah, it's awesome because if you know the context of that scene, it hits, man. It hits. I can't wait to get around to it. It's gonna be fucking super fun. Just go taking a time travel back to whenever that was made and experiencing what everyone loves about Watchmen.
It
And
was
I hear
it
there's
was
so
written in
much.
the '80s. I know that. I don't know when in the '80s, but I think it was either earlier to mid '80s.
Yeah, and I hear it's just content rich, man. Like there's so many different little clues to get you kind of familiar with the world or who done it. It's a who done it story, I guess you could say. And you know, there's just so much content packed into just 12 issues, just a year's worth of a story. And it's crazy because my LCS has like different issues of the original run,
Oh
like first
shit!
printing, like $200 the first issue of the first printing, like type shit. It's fucking cool. Um, and I can't wait to read it. I hope you guys can join along with us as well. If not, if you've already read it, definitely hop into that book club review and give us your thoughts. Tell us what you thought about our opinions of it, because I'm almost sure, and I don't know if this is like a kind of a wild statement to make, but I think that I'm pretty sure me and you will definitely enjoy it. I think we're
I hope
gonna,
so.
yeah, I hope so as well. That book though, man, there's one thing I got to say. It is just a vibe. That book is just vibes central. It's crazy cool, and I can't wait to get around to it. Um, yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Hopefully, you guys can join us on that one.
For sure,
Um,
man. Well, hey, you gotta talk about some of your reads. I'm excited to hear about this.
okay, well, I wanna, cause the main one I've been dying to fucking talk about, which I've already read, um, it in its entirety is Murder Falcon, which is a gift that Luke gifted to me on Christmas. I read through more than half of this fucking thing the first night I got it. and I just fell in love with it so much. But before before we get into that, I do want to talk about Geiger, which is another gift that Luke gave me on Christmas. Um, I'm just gonna sit here and gush about Geiger for the next like 10, 15 minutes, man, because this shit is fucking awesome. Um, so you got a post-apocalyptic world where it got nuked, basically, and you got your character. His name is it's hard. It's like Tyrak.
Tarek.
Yeah, Tarek. Tarek Geiger. He was diagnosed. Well, I guess this is kind of like a minor spoiler. If you guys don't want any spoilers, it's like
It's the
it's
first
at the
issue.
very beginning. Yeah, it's at the very beginning. But he's got cancer, and these doctors like end up trying to cure it. And whenever the nuke's about to go off, uh, Geiger and his family are gonna go into a bunker, I guess, like a protection bunker against the nuke. Well, this other family comes and blasts fucking Geiger in the leg, and the Geiger tells his family to go ahead and shelter yourselves. I'll be all right. And right then and there, the nuke goes off, and with the whole procedure, they say that the cancer is what saved Geiger from the nuclear explosion, and now we get this kind of fairy tale about this glowing man, um, the flickering light in the dark, the man that wears no suit. Um, and his name, I mean, it's Geiger, man. He's fucking super cool. He's a kind of like a berserk esque, kind of guts esque character, and he's got a kind of like a Super Saiyan form, if you will, which is fucking awesome. And it looks like this. It gives you very much like Ghost Rider vibes with the skull and stuff like that, and then the green breath. It has a very cool way of conveying action in a very Fallout way. There's like some fucking big old bugs and shit like that, and then there's also the bad humans that are out there, and there's also like a weird underlining fucking hierarchy of like people where there's like knights, and then there's the king of the knights and shit like that, and they all run um, New Vegas or Vegas, if you will. And it's fucking
Are they in Vegas?
yeah, it's actually Vegas, yeah.
I didn't remember that, but that's definitely a huge similarity.
Oh, it's insane, man. And there's whole scenes of them playing fucking craps, them doing
That's
slots,
right. Yeah, yeah.
and then you get introduced to these characters, these three characters that the mother of these two children, a girl and a boy. The girl is older than the boy. The mom is working for this casino, and eventually some bad shit happens to the mom. The mom tells the two kids that there's it's an artifact from the pre apocalyptic world. It's called the nuclear football or something like that, the
Oh,
radioactive football or something like that. And I'm clueless of what it is or what it even looks like, but it's a key to get them to freedom. Well, the mom ends up biting it, and the two kids are able to escape. And then on their way out, they have their suits and stuff like that. They run across these big old fucking ants that are like super cool and shit like that. And who comes to save the day? It's our boy Geiger. And he's got his fucking, his not his mask. He's got like the whole fucking skull thing going on. He's totally radioactive. And it's the myth, the man, the legend, the Geiger, the man that has no suit, the glowing man. And even the way the kids talk about it, it sounds like a fairy tale. It sounds like it's not real. They're even whenever
like
they
an
see
urban
Geiger, they're like
legend.
100%, and they even say like, "Oh, I thought you were taller. I thought you would have been taller and shit like that." And the only thing that Geiger says to them is, "Hey, do you have any books? Do you have any new books?" Because whenever you spend a little time with Geiger alone and his fucking badass pet, which is a double-headed dog,
Yes,
or
dude.
like wolf or some shit, man, it's metal as fuck. It's awesome. And Geiger is kind of setting up outside of the bunker that his family went inside, and he has a big old wall built, and he talks to them every day. And he has a library of books, but he's read every single book, and the only book that's on the table is What do you know? It's Junkyard Joe issue number one. And that's why he asked the kids, "Do you have any other books that I could read, or do you guys have any extra books or something like that?" And then there's a whole backstory between the whole, I guess, quote unquote king of Vegas, and that's the one gripe I do have about it. It was a little confusing the way they were flashing between the different you know, the current story that's being told and the backstory of
I
Geiger.
do
It
remember
was
that.
it was a little confusing. I did have to flip back a couple of issues to get the full picture, but it's, you could put two and two together. It doesn't take away my enjoyment from the book whatsoever. And I mean, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but there's a certain part where the king and them come after Geiger, and Geiger just fucking goes absolutely nuts, and he's like fucking screaming. He tears off the cuffs around his arms, and the art is fantastic. The storytelling's great. The world building is awesome. It's so fucking sick. And it's just a great fucking time, man. I'm so glad they continued this onto an actual regular series. I can't wait to pick up the rest of the trades. I'm already in. I'm in, fully fucking in. I can't wait to get 3 and 4. And you know, I just gotta straight up just say thanks, Luke, for fucking picking this up for me, man. Cause
You're
I
welcome, bro.
fucking am really fucking enjoying it, dude. It's so fun. It's so cool and so badass because you could kind of see. It's not Guts where he's totally a fucking asshole, um, but you can see he is very standoffish
Yeah.
against these two new kids that he comes across. You know, even though he will do the right thing, he's kind of like, you know, the kids tell him, they're like, "Well, we have nowhere to go," and he's like, "Neither do I. Bye." And it's like, and then eventually he lets them in, and he starts breaking down as a character a little bit. And I don't know where this story is gonna go. I don't know what's gonna happen, and I'm sure obviously you do. Um, but geez, man, I am fucking sucked into this shit, man. I am really, really enjoying it. I can't wait to see where it goes. Thanks again, Luke. This is a fucking great gift.
You're welcome, dude. Yeah, Geiger is every time I read a new volume, it's one of those ones because it does take a little bit of time for new volumes to come out, of course. But every time I crack into one, I'm just reminded with how much I enjoy this series. And I mean, if it were just a little bit longer, I could definitely, for sure, say it's in like my top three like favorite indie comics for sure, if not comics of all time. It's just there's not a lot of it, so it's hard to compare it to stuff that's much more like longer and has a lot more staying power. Um, but I mean, just to give you a heads up, right? The first trade, of course, it was a mini series, so that story from the first trade is pretty self-contained. And so when you go over to trade number two, you got to remember that they're kind of restarting. So they're starting it as an ongoing. They're not ignoring what's happening in the first trade, but it's kind of like a new story, like a season two, kinda, right? So they're going to retread certain ground about Geiger's backstory for new readers that are coming into the ongoing that didn't read the mini series. And it's gonna feel at first like they're ignoring the miniseries, but what you'll come to realize is that it's kind of like I said, just like a season one, essentially. But with each trade that goes by, one of the things that I love is Geiger as a character is very, like you were saying, very standoffish. But you get to learn more about his character, and you get some back more into his backstory, and he starts to build a like almost like a found family around him, which is one of my favorite character tropes, just in fiction. Um, I'm not gonna spoil like who and the different characters or whatever, but uh, where I'm at in the series, which is like volume 4, which I can't wait for volume 5, but volume 4 ends with it coming full circle. Volume 4 ends with it tying in the mini series completely. And so I'm very excited for what's to come. I will say, and I know I told you this before, I would highly recommend you read Junkyard Joe. That is its own mini series. Um, It doesn't have an ongoing or anything, at least not yet. It's just like 6 issues that you can easily knock out. But Junkyard Joe does become pretty prevalent later on, and you might be kind of confused about his character. But if you want the full context of that, definitely go check out the Junkyard Joe miniseries. But yeah, those are just a few little tidbits that I figured I'd give you to hopefully so that you're when you're going into it you don't feel as confused because there are a few things here and there that'll throw you off. I feel like, but yeah, I just wanted to let you know.
Yeah, for sure. And reading this, I'm like, I'm kind of, I know that it's probably going to be a satisfying ending, but I like kind of, I like this fucking the way this story's going. I'm just kind of interested to see how they start to build upon it in the second issue, or not issue, but a second volume and shit like that. It already reading the miniseries, I'm like, dude, I want to fucking get on this monthly. Like, I don't even want to wait for the fucking the normal volumes. I just want to get on this shit monthly because it's one of those series that it's like I'm like fucking eager to figure out what the fuck's gonna go on. I can't wait to get to trade 2 and see what the whole ongoing's about.
Dude, it's so good. I'm excited for you, man. You definitely got to keep me updated with that.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I'm by next issue I should have trades 1 and 2 done. So I'll definitely be able to give my thoughts on the miniseries and the beginning of the ongoing as well. What issue is the actual ongoing on? Like 16, something like that?
It might be in the early 20s now. I think actually issue 19 just came out, I think. So they're on like 20.
Okay. So what does trade 4 get you up to? Like,
Uh, let me think. Let me actually. I'm gonna look real quick for you. Shit. Where's my stat? Geiger Volume 4 goes up to 15.
okay.
Yeah.
That's not too bad then. That's not, I might just have to wait on the volumes. Um, but man, it's fucking dope, man. I really fucking do like it a lot. Can't wait to see where it goes.
Hell yeah, man.
Um, but with as much as I enjoyed Geiger, I know you guys are hearing me gush about fucking Geiger and how much I'm loving it. Bro, this fucking book is like on another fucking level, bro. Like Murder fucking Falcon is it. Like, dog, this is so fucking good. Like literally fucking loved it. I loved it so much. I rank it higher than Daniel Warren Johnson's fucking Transformers First Deluxe. All day. All day I loved, dude, like loved the first trade or the first deluxe of Transformers, but dog, this is just Murder
So,
Falcon for me.
real quick, didn't you say, if I remember correctly, that Transformers was your number two comic? Or was it number
It was
three?
I it was number 3. I'm pretty sure.
You did end up putting Invincible over it, right?
Yeah, I did
Okay, so it
because
was
that
number
I'm
three.
Invincible. Yeah, so for me it was Walking Dead, Invincible, Transformers. Yeah, it was definitely those. But bro,
Okay. I just want to make sure I got your rankings right.
this shit is some of the best fucking storytelling I've ever fucking read, dog. Like this shit is so fucking good. Like for me, I grew up with a father that is a musician. He loves heavy metal, loves rock music, and this, I mean, he grew me up into loving that as well. I still listen to Metallica, Pantera, System of a Down, Dio, Killswitch Engage, Bullet for My Valentine, all those fucking great bands. And this book feels like it was literally made for a fucking person like me. Like I'm not even joking. Like this shit, it was that good in such a short story format. It felt like such a complete story um about this band that just kind of broke up at one point but then eventually gets back together piece by piece. Um oh my god, I fucking loved it. To battle evil with the power of music, the power of metal. And as I was reading it, man, there's a lot of like you could definitely feel there's a buildup from reading it at the very beginning. There's such a heavy hook that gets you very fucking invested because at the very beginning it shows you Murder Falcon and Jake as the main character's name, right?
I
Yeah,
believe
Jake.
so.
He strums his fucking guitar, and it's these instruments in this world have spirits attached to them. So there's certain instruments that can spawn an entity or a fucking being. Well, Jake's guitar can spawn the Murder Falcon, and the Murder Falcon is such a fucking compelling character first because he's such a cool dude, loves to drink beer, loves the metal, and it just hooks you
He
immediately.
reminds me kind of like of Jack Black in School of Rock.
Oh yeah, yeah for sure. Yeah, it just has a fucking vibe, man. Like it has such a good vibe, and I'm not gonna lie, man. The fucking character Jake broke my fucking heart throughout this entire book, man. Like a lot of these
Especially
characters
towards
are
the end.
lighthearted. Yeah, 100%. A lot of these characters are lighthearted, just like Joe, his buddy, the bassist. He's
Yeah.
very lighthearted, very comedic relief type character. The drummer, it's something with a J. Um, Janie, something like that. I
That
don't know.
sounds about
But
right.
the drummer, man, she has another compelling, sad backstory with her grandfather that is has cancer and stuff like that. Um, bro, this fucking book hit like hard. Like I said, I read through more than half of it in one sitting whenever I got it that night, and a fantastic story is just absolutely accompanied by some of the best art, man. Like this shit is very, I mean, it's Daniel Warren Johnson. What do you expect? It's fucking action packed, packed with heavy soul and heart into it. There's so many fucking references to heavy metal bands like Dio, where there's literally a part where Murder Falcon says, "Hey, pull out that CD from my bag," and he literally pulls out the Holy Diver
Yeah.
CD.
Well, that's one of
Um,
my favorite parts about Murder Falcon is as you're reading it, like the parts where they're in the record store and stuff, you can see like band posters and stuff like that in the background, and like, of course, like me being a metalhead too, it's shit like we both listen to, so
yeah,
it's cool seeing like different posters and records with like those classic album arts and stuff throughout, and
yeah.
yeah, man,
Oh, dude, so good, man. And like the story just gets more. They build up the final boss like more and more and more, and then they start like this party, this fucking band. It's a Brutus or something like. I think that's the
Bruticus.
fucking yeah, Bruticus. Yeah, Bruticus, the band. Um, coming together. Even with Nate, man, I love Nate, man, the guy with the cowbell.
Oh yeah,
The cowbell, the cowbell, man. Like it's such a good like quest story, man, where they're fucking trying to figure out a way to defeat this evil, and it even has like an Empire Strikes Back moment where I'm not gonna spoil it, but you know what I'm talking about with
yeah,
the
yeah,
sky
yeah,
and shit
yeah.
like that. Um, where the characters are down bad, but they need to bring the fight to the enemy and shit like that. And
Well, one of my favorite parts was where they start to meet musicians from like different cultures and stuff.
oh,
And
dude, yes,
like I don't know like if your tastes go in this direction, but what they were talking about was like the Norwegian black metal kind of stuff with like the people with the corpse paint and all that, and they're
yeah,
like the way that these people of different cultures their musical spirit animal kind of manifests differently in something that's sort of unique to their culture. Where like
yes,
the Japanese dudes, if I remember correctly, it's very much like a Gundam kind of thing.
it's a big ass fucking samurai
Yeah.
like type fucking character. Like, bro, that's whenever I message you, I just put bruh
Okay.
with like fucking 10 H's. I was like, dog, oh my god, this is so fucking sick.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and like I was saying, it's like questy where you start off with Jake, then you find Joe, but Joe was like, hey man, I want to play my bass, and he's like, no, we need to find you your bass. So they go into this fucking music store. It's not really that big of a spoiler. I mean, it is a minor spoiler, but they go into this fucking music store and they end up breaking down a wall that leads to a dungeon. and getting down there, fighting all these different guys, and seeing Joe's spirit animal, I guess if you will, like his base's spirit that's attached to it, is fucking awesome. And bro, I gotta be fucking honest. I know this is kind of like a lot of people probably don't do this. I'm usually a reader that likes to read in complete silence. Yeah, I'll throw on some like, you know, very light music in the background. Not even like music with no words. But whenever they fucking started playing, man, I would just throw on some Dio, Holy Diver. I'd throw on some Killswitch Engage. I'd throw on some Metallica.
Holy diver, you've been down too long in the midnight sea.
Bro, when I tell you that literally made like it not it didn't just enhanced, bro. It like evolved my fucking experience reading this book. Dude, like I was literally like every couple panels I was like I like audibly out loud said like, "Oh my fucking god, this is so good." Like just whenever they would fucking strum it just bro, like I played Holy Diver whenever okay. Kind of a major spoiler for the midways part of the series. Skip ahead maybe 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes. Um, you guys ready? I threw on Holy Diver, and the whole beginning, like maybe minute and a half, literally sunk up fucking perfectly with Murder Falcon's fucking evolution, bro, with the wings and shit. Dude, I was like, dude, this is the fucking sickest thing I've ever fucking read. Cause like it was fucking it like led up the song and the book were fucking like oh dude, I was like, dude, this
You've
is
heard
literally fucking peak.
you've heard the Killswitch cover of Holy Diver, right?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah,
Of course, yeah. But I threw on the
the
classic
original.
Dio one. Yeah, I threw on the classic Dio one because of the CD. I
Oh yeah.
think shortly after the whole Dio CD, that whole evolution happens. But oh my god, dude. Like I like literally, bro, at a fucking 10 book.
Hey,
Like
real
I
quick, dude.
loved it.
Your audio is a little different. I don't know what's going on, but I think whenever you touched it and knocked it, it started sounding different.
Yo, can you hear me? Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah,
Okay, my bad.
it's all
Nah,
good.
dude. 10 out of 10 book. Fucking loved every single page, every single panel. The action was fantastic. The drummer's fucking spirit animal was awesome. The fucking the Norwegian fucking player whenever he's like, I want to join your band, like, oh my god,
His was
his
like a tree spirit thing, right?
yes, dude, it was fucking dope. And like, oh my god, the whole finale of the book, spoiler, skip ahead 5 minutes or whatever. Um, giving you guys a little bit, skip ahead. Don't spoil yourself for this fucking badass book too either. Go read this fucking book now. It's fucking peak. But bro, that the final battle, whenever they're fucking having like the whole military is like on their side against the fucking the evil and shit like that. Dude, the fucking cargo ship pulls up and it just has straight speakers decked out everywhere. I'm like, oh dude, this is so dude. And then fucking Murder Falcon with his Gatling gun just fucking
Yeah,
blat.
dude.
Oh my god, bro. Like peak. Like fucking literally peak. Like obviously Invincible and Walking Dead are really good, but they're long series, man. If you guys want a series that packs a fucking punch, quick, in your face awesomeness, pick up fucking Murder Falcon, dude. Like this is fucking such a good series that has such heavy heart and soul to it, man.
Aren't you
And you could
glad I got you
definitely
that deluxe edition?
oh dude, all day cuz I tried to look it up a couple of days ago and you can't find this
Really?
at all. Yeah, I couldn't find it. There was like the Spanish version, the French version, and there was no listing of the English version like at all on Amazon.
Hmm.
Like I couldn't find it at all. So yeah, bro. Thank you so much for introducing me to some fucking peak. This shit is so good. Everyone go do yourself a fucking favor. It was so good I broke my fucking thing on Comic Geeks. I did a review and everything. It's super
I
short.
did
I
read it.
did 5 stars. Yeah, oh, you read it?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I love Geiger, but bro, this is absolutely one of the best comics I've ever fucking read. Top three. that fucking good in such a short format. I wish it was longer, but then again, I don't, because it just packs such a heavy punch in such a little fucking book. Oh my god, loved it so much, man. Everybody needs to go out and read Murder Falcon. Fucking peak.
You know what you gotta
Fucking.
check out, bro? Which another Daniel Warren Johnson that I don't like as much as Murder Falcon, but is still pretty fucking good. Do a power bomb.
I know. I like uh Space Mullet and all that shit. He there was like a big ol' shout out list of all of his previous
Oh,
works
okay.
under that. But yeah, I fucking dude, I need to tap into some more Daniel Warren Johnson, because god, dude, everything I read of his is just setting the bar higher and higher and higher and itching closer to Invincible and fucking The Walking Dead and shit. I don't think anything will touch The Walking Dead for me, personally. It just fucking hits so hard. But man, Daniel Warren Johnson's got the fucking sauce, bro. Like that fucking dude. Like I know Speed Soul, and shout out Speed Soul, and that dude fucking glazes Daniel Warren Johnson. But goddamn, it's fucking well deserved, bro. Like that, everything that Daniel Warren Johnson's made, like that I've read, Murder Falcon, Transformers, fucking fantastic.
You're starting to understand the hype a little bit.
Dude, Murder Falcon was just so fucking good, dude. Oh my god, I couldn't even fucking believe it, dude.
I need to
I was
reread
like
it.
totally blown away. Oh, dude, and it's such a short book. You could probably read it in one sitting again.
Yeah,
Like, God,
absolutely.
dude, so fucking good. Um, yeah, it's sad though. It's
Oh
sad, and
yeah,
I fucking that ending is fucking sad. And I like sad books, but that one fucking hurt.
it
It
did.
hurt.
Yeah,
But great book nonetheless, man. I really appreciate it. Putting me on some peak, man. That shit was fucking such a good read.
no problem, bro. Had to put you
Yeah,
on.
hell yeah, brother. I'm fucking so glad you did, because I fucking loved it. Loved it, man. Loved it way more than I thought I would, man. Way more.
That's awesome, dude. I love to hear that because, like I told you, we've been talking about comics and doing this for a little while now, and you and I, when did we reconnect? Back in the summer, probably. But if I remember correctly, I think Murder Falcon was one of those first ones that I talked about, and then didn't bring up too much. But I've definitely talked about Geiger quite a bit with you, and have been pushing you to check it out. So uh, to be able to, definitely to give you that push, and like kind of put them in your hands and be like, yo, do it now. Like absolutely. Like
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
I'm
dude.
glad you did, and then that you actually loved it. So yeah,
Oh, dude. Like
it's an awesome
murder.
feeling.
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, I love Geiger. Can't wait to see where it goes. But bro, I like, if there was a word that I could say that I more than loved, I fucking loved Murder Falcon. Like that
Adore.
shit was, adored it, bro. I fucking adored it. It was so good, so good. Cannot wait to eventually jump back into it, man. Cause that's such a feel good manga, or not manga, feel good comic, man. It fucking was awesome.
Yes, sir. Well, what did you say we talk about some games, my friend?
Yeah, let's definitely do it. This is a game that I tried to put you, or not tried to, I guess I succeeded in it. That I was trying to put you on, that is very story driven and very uh if you guys don't know, me and my boy Luke here like D&D. It's literally a fucking D&D book in a video game form. If you guys don't know already, I tried to put my boy on Baldur's Gate 3, and he picked it up on the winter sale for Steam for like $45. Fucking great deal. Um, and you're what, about 3 hours in or some shit like that, which
Something like that.
which is like barely, not even scratching the surface, barely
Yeah.
like landing type shit. But I want to hear your thoughts about it, man. I know the Baldur's Gate gameplay isn't really up your alley, but it wasn't up mine either. But I ended up fucking loving it to death. Like top 20 games of all time, maybe even like top 15. Um, but I want to hear your thoughts about it, brother.
Um, yeah, man, I am enjoying it. I think my favorite part so far, I mean, was the character customization. I just love that, and making my dude. I guess to let you know, because I haven't talked to you about it a ton, but I'm playing a paladin. Um, I mean, like with D&D, and not granted, I'm not super experienced with D&D at all. I've only played it once or twice, like campaigns, or not even full campaigns either. But like if we're talking sessions, maybe like 5 sessions of D&D total. Um, so I'm not familiar with a lot of stuff, and it's still me learning as I go. Uh, but from my very limited experience, what I know is that when you start a game, it can be kind of boring because your character can't really do shit. But as you get into the game and you're able to build your character and do more things, it does become a lot more fun. You just kind of got to get there and grind out the beginning of the game a little bit. But that's sort of where I'm at.
Very,
And yeah,
very much like it. The hook for me was and still the best part about that game was the just the amount of fucking choice
right.
that you have. Like, dude, the game could be played out like 1,000 fucking different ways, just like a D&D book can be. And it was just captivating, man. Like, I couldn't fucking believe how many different like outcomes there are, and just where you're at. Like, you could have
Right.
already like yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but like that was the thing that carried me on. And then eventually, like, which is crazy to say, like 30-ish hours in, I started to really fall in love with the combat. Because, you know, as D&D is, and as Baldur's Gate 3, like you're saying, it's very boring. You get one hit, one hit,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like type style gameplay. But as you build your character and kind of grind it out a little bit more and just kind of engross yourself in this world, it becomes a top fucking tier game where you realize like a D&D game. I mean, I'm sure, all the other like Baldur's Gate games were like D&D inspired as well, but that Baldur's Gate 3 in particular is just straight up a fucking D&D book in a video game form, even down to the roles, even down to the character customization, the fucking different classes, the different companions that you can get. It's peak, man. Fucking so good. I can't wait for you to get further into it.
for sure, man. I'm staying hopeful because I am excited from how much you've talked about it and how much I've heard from other people. I mean, it was Game of the Year 2023, I believe. I think it was 2023.
Yeah, it was because Astrobot was last year,
Oh yeah,
and then
fucking
Gate
whack.
3. I don't know, man, but Astrobot's fucking dope. That's like a sick ass 3D platformer.
I'm not a really a 3D platformer kind of guy, but neither here nor there. My point though is I guess I'm just kind of trying to get used to it and just get back into the mindset of how D&D works in general. Uh, and I feel like that is a little bit of a learning curve. I don't play a whole ton of video games. I do consider myself a gamer, but um, I definitely don't play like point and click turn based kind of stuff and top down view like moving around. Like that's just not my style. Um, I'm very much a like a first person RPG kind of guy. I love Skyrim. I love Cyberpunk. Those are like my two favorite games ever. Um, so I mean it's complete. Not I wouldn't say a genre shift, but like it's different stylistically for sure. Uh,
Very
it's just
completely fucking different.
getting used to it. You know what I mean? I'm still in that stage of trying to figure things out, but as far as where I'm at, like I mean, I'm still super early, but I got off like you're on that little mothership thing and then you crash. And I was kind of exploring around the beach a little bit and all these remains, and I've gathered up my crew. Um, I've got I've got a Starian or a Starian or whatever. I've got Lizel,
Yeah, Lazel.
Lazel.
However you. Yeah.
I've got her. I've got Shadowheart. Uh, I think that's all I've got at the moment. But I just talked to like this band of dudes that are. We fought off some goblins, um, and that's where I left off. Like not very far at all, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, yeah, that one character Will as well, like the black guy with like the dreads and shit. That's another companion as well.
Okay,
He's like the warlock of the group. I think he's the warlock. Pretty sure. Um,
I met him. He just hasn't joined my crew yet.
yeah, I think it takes a little bit for him to join your crew. But he has a fucking really cool companion quest that is insane. Like if you don't do it, there's some crazy repercussions of not completing his quest line. Anyway, yeah, I agree, man. It definitely starts off slow. But man, there's just some heavy world building that goes on towards the middle part of Act One, where they start showing you the main bad guys and stuff like that, where you're gonna eventually get around to taking care of them. Um, I hope you stick with it, man. I know it's like a fucking straight up like 120-hour game. Uh, it's a very long game, and I don't even put that much time into games. Obviously I beat Baldur's Gate 3, but like I'm a fucking gamer, man. Like I play all kinds of shit. But that is a long fucking game. Like I did all my companion quests, I did all the main quests, even did some side quests, and I clocked in my first playthrough at like 175 hours.
I
Um,
think I've played Cyberpunk like 3 or 4 times, and I think I have 150 hours total across like th- probably more like 3 playthroughs.
yeah, I yeah, I hope you do stick around with it, but I do understand if you do eventually end up dropping it because it is a fucking long ass game, but with such heavy payoff towards the end. Um, yeah, it's a great game, man. I fucking eventually I'll end up doing another because there's two types of runs you could do. I mean, you could do a good playthrough through fucking 10 different 20 different playthroughs that'll end up different, but there's also a the Dark Urge playthrough as well where you're just straight up fucking evil, and
Okay.
I do eventually want to do a Dark Urge playthrough as a Dragonborn. I don't know what class yet, but the Dragonborn is definitely what I want to do a Dark Urge playthrough on. uh Apparently it's like a completely different fucking game. I mean, obviously you're going to be going through the same story beats and shit like that, but I can't imagine how much different it could be. It's
I'm
obviously going to
just
be
playing a
wildly.
I'm a human, so I mean
Yeah,
mine's pretty vanilla. I was originally gonna do a drow because I wanted to be like Drizzt, but it wouldn't let me have mutton chops, so I was like, nah, fuck it.
yeah. I like to make a like, well, cuz if obviously the game is co-op as well, and
Right.
I've actually done a ton of co-op, not playthroughs all the way, but I've done a fuckload of co-op through Act 1. I've done probably like 30 hours of co-op in Act 1 just by itself with like shout out my boy Jordan. I haven't talked to him in a long time. But me and him fucking got sucked into that game. He has like 800 hours in Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah.
Holy neckbeard.
I
Nah, I'm just playing.
No, I could see it, bro. I could definitely fucking see it. Like if you're into that game, like there's just so much option. There's so much choice in that game, which is why I fell in love with it personally. But I always like to roll a fucking dwarf with the mutton chops, and I usually like to roll like
Fuck
a
yeah, bro.
dwarf is always the go-to in co-op. I love it because it's just a meme like fucking comedic relief type
Yeah,
character, I guess you could say. No offense to the the little.
kind of like Brock from God of War.
Oh yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. Brock and Sindri, yeah.
yeah.
I but I love Baldur's Gate 3, man. I hope, I really fucking hope that there's a hook point in there for you because obviously you haven't felt that hook yet. But once that hook gets it in you, man, you're gonna have to fucking see it to the end. And I definitely encourage you to get into like the whole because Karlach and Gale, I'm pretty sure Karlach, Gale, and Will are the only ones that you haven't got, and that's all the companions that you can get.
Who's Karlach?
She's the Fire Lady.
Oh, Is that the portal thing you're talking about?
No, that's Gale.
Oh, huh.
He's like your wizard, but Karlach is a fighter. Or no, is she a fighter or is she a warrior? I think she's a warrior.
Hmm.
Um, but dude, like I highly encourage you to get into the romance of the game because it adds another hook in there as well. Like you don't want them to fucking die, and you want to have a good outcome with that character and shit like that. Like to me, the best, I mean not the best part, but one of my favorite parts of Baldur's Gate 3 was the whole romance because I've never experienced it in a game like that. And there's
Can you?
full blown. Go ahead.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say there's full blown fucking nudity sex scenes in that fucking game, dog. Like it's like fucking like bro, it's they show everything type shit. Yeah. So I highly encourage you to get to those scenes. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, I'm just playing. Never mind. Uh, no, but
Nah,
yeah. Uh, I was gonna ask, can you get like an owlbear like on your team?
so there's a character. Well, you can become an owlbear, like as like a druid.
Oh,
If you rolled a druid at the beginning, you eventually can become a bunch of different shit. You can become a werewolf, a fucking this or that. But there is a cool ass, I think in okay, so it's in Act 2. There's a very climactic fucking part in Act 2 where there's a character that is a druid that was in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 that you
mm,
can it's not she's not a hard companion, like not like I mean meaning like she's not a actual like full blown companion you can keep inside of your party, but she's like a soft companion that you can kind of go around some of Act 2 with her. But she,
interesting.
dude, the owlbear is fucking powerful, bro. Fucking straight up powerful.
Those are like one
Um,
of the only like big things I know about D&D that I really like. I always like the owlbears. I have a little figure owlbear figure on the other side of the room, but yeah, they're cool.
yeah, I really fucking hope you do end up seeing the game through. It's a very long one, but if you're into like you know, good fucking good gameplay, good story, I think you can definitely get through it without it feeling like a long game.
Well, yeah,
Obviously,
at the
that's
end of
the
the
long,
day,
but
I'm in. I play games for the story. At the end of the day, so if the story bangs, I'm gonna be there.
oh, the story bangs. No, I'm just kidding.
Eh.
No,
Yeah,
it's a good one, man. I hope you definitely do see it through. Um, yeah, it's fucking fantastic, and I can't fucking wait for Divinity 3, bro. The next Larian Studio
mm,
Games game that they're coming out with. I know it's gonna be a long ass time, probably like 2027 till it comes out. But dog, I can't fucking wait, and hopefully, you're on that Larian Studios fucking train, so that means you could both do like a co-op playthrough of it eventually whenever it comes out.
for sure. That'd be sick. I know that we originally wanted to do co-op for Baldur's Gate, but I don't know. Our schedules are kind of are different. It doesn't. It's a lot harder when I'm a few hours difference than you. So
Yeah, for sure.
we'll make it happen someday. But I at least wanted to get my foot in the door and kind of play the game for myself, I guess, and kind of figure things out. You know.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Because that's how I did it before my boy Jordan. Well, me and him kind of started a co-op playthrough together. But then at a certain point, dude, I was like, at the ending of Act 2, I was like, dude, I was like, bro, let me just finish this game, and then I'll start doing the co-op because I already knew how to play the game at that point. But I was just so fucking invested in the story that I was like, just let me finish this shit up. And I had plenty of opportunity to actually just wrap up the main story, but I was so sucked into the fucking companion quests, which are damn near just as good as the main story quest.
Mm.
Astarians in particular. Um, yeah, yeah, it's masterpiece of a fucking game. Definitely deserved game of the year.
Hell yeah, bro. But what you been playing? I mean, I know what you've been playing, but like, you know what I mean. What you been
Yeah.
playing?
So I actually picked up well, because everyone knows, obviously, if you guys have been tuned into the to the last couple issues, I have been I'm a massive Resident Evil fan. I've played through basically all the mainline games. I've played through 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I played through Revelations, but I don't really count that as a mainline. Obviously, it's not. But the only ones I needed to finish were RE1 and RE3. And I know that the Steam sale is going on the winter sale, so I ended up picking up RE1 remake and RE3, or I guess I could call it, because it's damn near, it's a fucking straight remake. Like it's all the same story beats. It's not like 3 remake where they cut out like fucking 80% of the game. Um, RE1 remake is a true fucking remake where it's just straight up updated graphics, HD textures, 60 frames a second, and it still keeps the entire integrity of the original game,
Would you
the PlayStation 1 game.
would you say it's more of a remaster?
It's they say it's a remaster, but dude, the graphics are such a fucking upgrade from the original that it's like it's they I don't think they took any of the original assets from
Okay,
the PS1 game. I think it's a full-blown like fucking from the ground up remake. They do call it a remaster, so it is a remaster, but I
gotcha.
call it a remake because it is on a fucking another level of like from the ground up remade for the modern day, and like even the game holds up today extremely fucking well. I beat it in 11 hours, but hey guys, I know when to call out my faults. I know when to call out my weaknesses. This fucking game was way too hard for me. Like, bro, I had to literally fucking read an entire walkthrough on my fucking phone from start to fucking finish because if I didn't, this game would have literally taken me like 40 to 50 hours to fucking finish because there's so okay. This is one thing I gotta say that I do not like about Resident Evil 1. Other than this, I'll just talk about all the. I'll get the bad out of the way first and talk about all the good after. There is so much shit that it's like, how the fuck would the player know to do that? How would the player know to progress this way without having a guide? This game almost feels like it fucking needs a guidebook with it. Because, bro, there is so much fucking shit that you're like, dude, I would have never fucking been able to guess that. Like, no
Could
way.
you give me an example?
So, like, there's a part in the game, right, where you need to open up a certain door under the mansion, right?
Hmm.
So you're like, okay, well, I need to look for this little metal fucking like little insert, right? So you have a dog whistle which you found in a room upstairs or some shit, right? So you're like, okay, well, what you need to do is you need to go outside and you had to have happened to notice these two dogs that are outside of the gate. Then you would have to blow the whistle. Then the dogs would jump over the gate. You would have to kill both the dogs. Then you have to search the dog. Then you have to take off the collar of the dog. Then you have to examine the collar. There's a little fucking indent in the collar. Then you have to fucking examine it. Take out the little metal piece. And then you have to examine it again. And then you take out the fucking metal piece you need. It's like, dude, there's no sense of direction. I know this is a PlayStation 1 game we're talking about where the game would be fucking super short if we didn't have some sort of like mystery on what to do. But bro, there's so much of that shit where you're just like, it's insanely fucking misleading on shit that you need to do. And
Well, let me ask you this real quick. Do you think part of the reason why they made it like that is to, encourage people to buy like the game guides from back in
that's
the
a
day?
great that's a great question. I don't know because like I said, I have no fucking idea if I would have been able to finish this game without it. No fucking chance.
I
Like
wonder.
no chance.
But either that or maybe because it's the first game in the series, right? Maybe they had just wanted to like they knew that they wanted to make it a puzzle game and like have different puzzles and stuff to do, but maybe they went like too hard like initially and then they realized what worked and what didn't, so they kind of stepped back when like with RE2 and forward.
Well, bro, I played through RE2 on the PlayStation 1 on an original fucking console with the original disc, everything, and I didn't need no fucking guide for that.
Right, that's what I'm
Like,
saying is that
yeah,
they the first game, it was their first try at it, and they realized what didn't work, and so they kind of took a step back.
Yeah, and it's other than that, that's my only gripe with it, which is a very big gripe because it requires it's kind of gatekeeping you to progressing the fucking game. Um, but other than that, with the guide included, like I said, I'm a guy that likes to figure shit out on his own, but I knew my place when playing this original game because I was like, there's no fucking way I'm going to be able to beat this without a guide. So I looked up an IGN guide, went through the whole game in 11 hours, and I gotta say, man, I'm a guy that likes classic games. I do. I beat the original Final Fantasy VII. I beat Final Fantasy VI. I've beaten Final Fantasy One. I've beaten the original Metal Gear multiple times. I am a fan of classic games. This game holds up extremely fucking well. It has immaculate vibes. Such fucking cool, creepy shit. I was jump scared a couple times, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not afraid of zombies whatsoever. But man, there's some jump scares in there that really got me. And the whole I gotta say the story was my favorite fucking part. Like seeing where the T virus comes from. I'm not gonna spoil it, but seeing who was involved in the T virus, which is a very major fucking villain in all of Resident Evil. We all know who it is. I'm not gonna say it though. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And it, seeing it was like a fucking like kind of like who's the bad guy. We knew who it was, obviously, but back in the day, you're like, who the fuck is the bad guy? You think it's Barry, and then you start seeing Brad come back, like, and then you're wondering where Chris is, and the whole resolution of the game with it's not Nemesis, but the Tyrant, like the whole Tyrant scene, and then the ending with Brad throwing you the fucking rocket launcher was awesome. I very much fucking enjoyed this game, and I think if you're a fan of Resident Evil and you gotta wrap this one up before RE9 comes out, you got to see where it all started, man. And if you got to use a guide, I totally understand because I did from the very beginning to the very end. Loved it, man. I thought it was a fucking great time, and holds up extremely well today. Bringing me to my next game, which is I needed to finish RE1 and RE3 to complete every single mainline Resident Evil. I picked up Resident Evil 3 alongside Resident Evil 1 remaster, $15, great fucking deal for both, for both games. Um, and I beat RE3 remake in one sitting. It's notoriously known for being a horrible remake. Um, it's notoriously known for being extremely short and not really giving the punch that was the original 3. Keep in mind, I've never played the original Resident Evil 3, and my only exposure to 3 was the remake. I can't actually go back and play 3 because it's not on Steam, or I do have my original PS1 and PS2, but I don't want to hook it up and get an HDMI fucking converter, all this bullshit. I was just gonna be introduced to it through the remake, and I gotta say I liked it. I did like it. I didn't like it as much as RE1, even though the gameplay is drastically fucking better in RE3 remake. Like it's just night and fucking day. Obviously they're made in two completely different time periods. But I liked it. I didn't love it. I didn't dislike it. I didn't think it was bad. Um but then again, I never played the original 3. I just it's missing the sauce, man. For something's missing from it. Like I love the whole slasher vibe to it where Nemesis is constantly chasing you down and he keeps fucking coming back every fucking time, bigger, badder, crazier.
Yeah, that's the thing is every time he does come back, he's even more grotesque and like mutated
Oh
and
yeah.
yeah.
Yes. And I thought the ending was super cool with the whole fucking the super weapon and shit like that. I thought that shit was awesome. Uh, it just is like it's not as good as 2 remake or even the original 2. It's not as good as 1. Damn near not as good as fucking 4. Uh, it's not as good as 5. I think I enjoy 5 more. Um, it's obviously better than 6. 7 and 8 are way fucking better than 3 remake. It's definitely one of my least favorite Resident Evils, but it was good. I enjoyed it. It's way too fucking short, man. Like it's it like I beat it in one fucking sitting. Like I literally sat down, started it, and finished it within the next like 5 or 6 hours.
Well,
Um,
did you know Capcom called it Resident Evil 3 cuz it takes 3 hours to beat it? Did you know that's why they called it that?
no, I didn't.
I,
Bro, it's really fucking short. But I gotta be honest, man. I did like it. I didn't love it, but one of my favorite parts was Jill Valentine and Carlos, my boy Carlitos. Carlos was one of my favorite parts about fucking
he's
RE3
cool,
remake.
bro.
Bro, he's the man. And I even like after I finished it last night, I even looked up on Google like what happened to Carlos after, the Raccoon City incident where they, fucking nuked it and shit like that. And we don't know what happens to
You think
Carlos
he'll be
after
back
3.
in 9?
If he does, I would fucking cream my pants, dog. That would be fucking sick. He's not, obviously.
It would be sick though cuz the whole
It
thing
would,
is Return to Raccoon City, right?
yeah, yeah, it would be fucking awesome. And yeah, that would be fucking cool. Another cool thing that I liked about it, which is immediately finishing RE1 and going like literally 2 minutes later into RE3, it was basically a seamless transition in story. Um, because you could see that Jill has obvious trauma from the mansion incident. She's fucking literally having dreams of her turning into a zombie, her killing herself, she's taking pills to sleep, she has drinks all over the place, her apartment's a mess. And the way Carlos is a part of Umbrella, but he doesn't know, like nobody knows that Umbrella was behind the T virus, that they were the ones that developed it, and she knows. And that's why Nemesis is going after fucking stars type shit, because Nemesis is trying to kill the people that know that it's Umbrella. And seeing that whole dynamic unfold, it was really fucking cool. I do have gripes with the writing in it though, because the whole reoccurring theme with RE3 is that Jill doesn't have the balls to like pull the trigger. And there's like a couple of times where in the game she's like presented with the ultimatum, like does she pull the trigger, does she not? And at the end of the game, I know you know the end of the game, but I guess slight spoiler, go ahead a couple minutes. Um, the whole confrontation between Nikolai versus Carlos and Jill. Um, I don't know why Jill didn't just blast Nikolai right in the fucking face, like at the end, to kind of finish her character arc,
Right.
to like bring her full circle, because she couldn't pull the trigger throughout the game, and she still didn't pull the trigger on Nikolai at the end. I just thought it was kind of weak character writing, um, which like kind of sucked. But like I said, I didn't love it, but I liked it. I thought the gameplay was fucking sublime. I really enjoyed it. But it definitely felt like a RE2 DLC
That's what I was gonna
all
say, man.
all day, man. Like RE2 was fucking fantastic, but 3 was just not nearly as good in my opinion. The gameplay was great, but the story was not as good. And Nemesis is cool, but there's just something missing about 3. And if I do eventually go back and play original 3, I'm sure I would fucking get the full context of why that game is so good on the original instead of the remake. But yeah, that's all I've been playing. Also, I picked up Returnal, which is a game that I have been dying to fucking play. Ever since it came out on PlayStation 5, I didn't buy it on there. For whatever reason, I waited a very long time, but today I picked it up. I'm already 6 hours in that bastard. And oh my god, I love it. It's very alien slash aliens and Metroid coded. Like it is literally a marriage of Alien and Aliens and Metroid in one game. And fucking loving it, man. It runs fantastic on my PC. It looks so good. The colors, I love the storytelling in it as well, where it's kind of you're getting drip feeded all this different shit. It's awesome. I really am enjoying it.
That's cool, man. What exactly is Returnal? I'm not familiar with it.
So it was a PlayStation 5 exclusive game that came out about 2 years ago. And it's a roguelite where, you know, we all know roguelites where you die, you basically get reset to the very beginning of the game. Um, with all your like currency. There are like if you ever played Hades, there's some permanent upgrades that you get that actually progress you slowly through the game that make you more powerful and more powerful. Unlike Binding of Isaac, where it's literally just a reset to the very beginning with no progression whatsoever, um, just straight skill based. But this one is more like Hades, where you get permanent upgrades and stuff like that. And it's about a woman named Celine yeah, Celine that crash lands on a planet. Well, whenever she crash lands on this planet, she finds a dead body wearing the same like astronaut suit as her, and she goes to identify whose name is on the helmet, and it's hers. And she starts slowly realizing that there's a bunch of her bodies all over this fucking planet that she's literally stuck there,
She's
and
a
she has to.
clone.
Yeah. Or no, she's not a clone. It's like I don't know what the fucking story is yet, but it's like she's like her maybe she might be a clone. I don't know, but she's like literally reliving this same fucking experience over and over and over and over. And as you get
And
further into
she
the
keeps
game,
reliving it?
yeah,
Does she
yeah,
remember what happens?
I don't know. I can't tell if she remembers what happens before, but it seems like she doesn't, but kind like I don't it's hard to tell because it's so like cryptic and shit like that.
Mm.
Um but yeah, it's fucking intriguing. The story's dope. Tons of cool weapons. And yeah, it's I can't wait to see where the story goes. There's like four biomes and shit like that, and you got to make your way through each one. But as you get progressively deeper and deeper into the game, you start finding like audio logs of Celine and her past, and you start fucking uncovering the story and shit like that. But I haven't finished it. I'm like only 6 hours into like a 30-hour game, so we'll see where it goes. Very excited to see. I fucking think the gameplay is perfect. It's not perfect, but it's fucking awesome. I'm really enjoying it.
That's what's up, man. Is it is it similar gameplay to like I don't know, like Prey or is it
Mm.
similar to Prey or like even or like more like Dead Space? Like which direction would you put it?
It's a third-person shooter.
Okay.
Have you ever seen Enter the Gungeon? I know we talked about that game.
Yeah.
Like where there's like bullets fucking like going across the screen and you have to like go in between them. It's like Dead Space meets Enter the Gungeon. It's like Dead
Oh,
Space bullet hell type world where these
interesting.
where these characters like shoot like there's like an alien that like flies but they shoot like like a fucking cube of like bullets at you, but you need to like jump out of the way and shit like that. And then the bosses have
Interesting.
like patterns where they'll punch the ground and it'll be a big old fucking like circle of fucking bullets that'll spread across the map and you need to jump or boost across from it. If you're into like roguelites and shit like that, I fucking or like Dead Space type shit or Metroid or Aliens, it'll be right up that person's alley or your alley or whatever. It's fucking fun, man. It's so fun, and I'm like hooked. I can't wait to continue playing it.
Sick, bro. Yeah, I might have to check it out. I'm not a big I don't know. I'm not a big 2D like roguelike or platformer like any of those kind of like oh shit, I hit my mic. But any of those typically like I don't know, like indie genres where you see a lot of like indie games come out of those genres specifically. I'm not a big kind of gamer in that aspect, but I definitely do want to play Gungeon. I'm at least familiar with that one. I haven't played Hades or anything like that yet, or um, so yeah, maybe I'll try Returnal and see if that gets me into it. We'll see.
Yeah, it's you definitely just look up some gameplay of it because there's some like full blown, bro. Like there's some, and I'm a fucking massive fan of like H.P. Lovecraft cosmic horror type shit, and that
Ooh,
game is literally fucking it. There's so many fucking scary looking enemies and areas and shit like that that really give off that eldritch horror type vibe.
yeah, I fuck with
Awesome.
that stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah, you might have to check it out. It's very fucking cheap right now
Okay,
on Steam.
cool, man. Well, hey, what did you want to do for our next segment? Are we Was there anything you wanted to talk about still, or did you want to play some game?
Let's do Let's do Tower of Nerds, bro. I'll probably next issue I'll talk about Skinbreaker because I wanted to touch on
Oh, that's
Skinbreaker,
right.
but I'll talk about it next issue. Let's run some games, man.
All right. Yeah. How
Let
long
me actually
have we
grab my
been running?
notepad. I don't even know. I don't know. You could probably check on OBS.
We're at like almost exactly 2 hours.
Yeah, so we could play a couple rounds of let's do 2 rounds of Tower of Nerds. Get it done.
Well, do you? I mean, shit. Let's do best of three.
Okay,
All right.
let's do it.
Cool, man. Let me pull up my notes.
Oh, come on, you fucking there you go.
Well,
Pen wasn't working.
I won on the Christmas special, so I'm gonna let you go first today. Spoiler alert for the
Mm.
Christmas special. For those that didn't see it.
All right, ready to roll.
All right. Let me hold on. And we're doing comic book characters, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because I know we did do a round where we were doing manga stuff. I want to make
Yeah.
sure we're on the same page here. Um.
Excuse me.
Damn. All right. Let's go.
All right, you guess first, right?
No, you guess first, since I won last
Okay.
time.
Is Mark on your list from Invincible?
No, sir.
No.
Um. Is
Lay
Spider-Man
down.
on your list?
Yes, sir.
All right, Spider-Man. Cool.
Okay. Is Scott Summers Cyclops on your list?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Fuck yeah. Okay.
Um. Is Superman on your list?
No, he is not.
No, Superman. Okay.
What is his name? Hold on. I get Cyclops and this character mixed up all the time.
Oh, it's all good.
What the fuck is his name? Colossus. Is Colossus on your list?
Yep.
Okay.
Um. Can I get Venom?
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Is Jean Grey on your list?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm, Can I get Miles Morales Spider-Man?
Yes.
Okay.
Is Captain America on your list?
No. Can I get Gwen Stacy Ghost Spider?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Hulk on your list?
No.
Okay.
How many do you have that I like from my list?
I have 3.
3?
Cyclops, Colossus, and Jean Grey.
Okay. So you have 2 more before you have to guess. I have
Uh-huh.
I have 4. I have Spider-Man, like Peter Parker, Venom, Miles Morales, and Gwen Stacy's Ghost Spider. So I have 1 more, and then I have to make a guess.
Okay. I think you guess, right?
Yeah. I mean, can I get 2099? Uh, what's his name? Fuck.
Like Spider-Man 2099?
Yeah, but what's his name? I'm trying to remember his name. Dude, hold on. It's pissing me off. Miguel O'Hara. That's right.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Is Wolverine on your list?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I have to make my guess. Is it just Spider-Man?
No.
No.
Nope. It's funny because all these characters are from the same like thing, like Spider-Man, but they all have one specific thing in common.
Okay. Well, you have to make a guess now since I used my.
I don't get one more
Oh,
guess,
that's what
or
I
do I
meant.
have to?
I meant like a
Okay.
character guess, not like a.
Is Spider-Man? No.
No.
Okay. Pretty sure I know. I'll make one more guess and then or no, I'll make one more guess and then I'll actually guess on your category. And remember, the one that I was like kind of, just keep that in mind.
Is it Heroes?
No.
Okay, you go.
Is Nightcrawler on your list?
Yes.
Okay. You get one more guess and then I guess, right?
Uh, well, you've got 5 now, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. I'm gonna make a guess, and then your next one has to be a guess.
Okay.
Fuck, man. Characters in Marvel movies?
No.
No.
Nope.
All right. Well, how should we do this? Because we haven't gotten this far, I don't think, in a game where I've guessed the.
It's just first to guess,
Okay, if that's
right?
how you want to do it.
Yeah, how I thought it went actually.
Okay, I
Um,
didn't know if you wanted to do like 3 strikes and you're out, kind of.
no, 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 cause no. Let's just do first to guess. Gets the point.
All right, you
Um,
go.
X-Men? No?
No. There's
Oh,
yes and no. There's a specific thing I was going for. I'll let you think on that. I don't know if you. I don't know. Maybe I did this a little too difficult, considering. I don't know. I don't want to give too much away at the same time.
no, it's all good. I think I catch your drift.
Um. Fuck, man. It's fun. They're like all Spider-Man characters, but uh can they? Are there characters that swing around?
No.
Damn, bro. Okay.
Is it Blue Team?
No.
Okay. I think I hold on.
The fuck, man. Characters that wear a mask.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Fuck. I was gonna guess X-Men that have been in a movie.
That still would have been wrong. Mine was so okay. This is why I may have fucked you over. Mine was specifically the second Genesis, like 70s Claremont X Men, like like the original like X Men reboot. Like this was the team, the first time Wolverine ever joined the X Men.
Yeah.
Colossus, the first time Colossus ever joined, or first appearance of Colossus, even first appearance of Nightcrawler. Like if you had said X Men that weren't on like the original, or not the original, but like the reboot team, then that would have been a no go. But I forgot to think about that. All of the most popular X Men were all on the original like reboot team. So
Nah, that's all good, brother. All
yeah, I
good.
feel bad. I guess you wouldn't have known any better.
It's all good, bro. It's all good.
All right, well, let's do another. I get why you were saying the mask thing now, though.
Yeah, with Venom, 'cause it's like
Yeah,
it's not really a mask, but it is something that covers his fucking face.
right. Um, okay.
You go first.
Can I get Ghost Rider?
No.
No Ghost Rider. Okay.
Can I get Ghost Rider?
No. Batman?
Yes.
Okay.
Reed Richards?
No.
No.
I'm trying not to look around because I want it to come from my brain. Um, Iron Man?
No.
No Iron Man. Okay.
Optimus Prime?
No. No.
No.
Mm, can I get Storm?
Let me see. Oh, let me see. Hold on. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not like a. It's like a yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Hmm.
Can you get Nightwing? Dick Grayson?
No.
No.
Can I get Spider Man?
No.
No Spider Man. Okay.
Geiger?
Yes.
Oh shit! I was not expecting that. Huh? How funny would it be if we both had the same category?
We don't.
Okay.
um. Geiger?
Hold on. Let me see. Oh yeah.
okay.
The Last Ronin from TMNT.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I get Spawn?
Yeah. Mm. Can I get Doctor Doom?
No.
No. Fuck.
Can I get Doctor Doom?
Yeah.
Okay, next round or next turn, I have to guess.
Red Hood?
No. Well, I'm gonna guess characters with cloaks.
It's not like it's not what I had in my head. Like, yeah, but
Capes.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Characters of the caves, yeah.
Well, because I was thinking. Okay, I guess technically, Spawn doesn't have a cloak because it doesn't have a hood. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, brother. Another dub.
You know what mine was?
What?
Indie comic characters with no adaptation. And the reason why I was iffy about The Last Ronin, specifically, like, because if you had said uh, any of the Ninja Turtles specifically, I would have been no, because obviously.
Yeah.
But The Last Ronin, in particular, has both a video game and a movie in the works, but they're not out yet. So I didn't. So I counted it.
Yeah. No, I hear you. The movie got canceled, by the way.
It got canceled now?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, that's lame.
Yeah, it sucks.
Well, I still hope they do the game right.
Hopefully.
Because it's
That would be
supposed to
cool.
be like a Ghost of Tsushima type, like, open world, fuck 'em up
That
kind
would
of
be
game.
nasty.
Yeah,
That'd be
dude.
sick.
Well, do you wanna play the last round for shits and giggles?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
All right. Let's end the episode off with a bang, bro. We gotta get you one dub. Come on now.
All right.
Oh, I'm just erasing my shit I have. Let me think. Mm. All right, let's get it. Look at Aerith,
Mm,
bro.
what are you doing? What are you doing? Fucking crazy ass dog.
She's funny, bro. I just see her in the camera like looking like a weirdo.
Yeah, dude. She's a fucking straight up human. It's hilarious. Okay. All right. I got it. I'm ready.
All right, man. You guess.
Is Superman on your list?
No. No.
Okay.
Uh, give me that Mr. Fantastic.
Yes, sir.
Ooh. Bet. Okay.
Is The Thing on your list?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Um, can I get Cap?
No.
No Cap. No Cap.
No cat.
All right.
Joker?
No. No.
No.
Mm, can I get Cyclops?
No. No. It doesn't classify under. Is Wolverine.
No. No. Is Sue Storm? Mrs. Fantastic?
No.
No.
Oh, Sue Storm? No.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Is Johnny Storm.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh, fuck, man. Can I get the Maker?
Yes.
I mean, I guess it's kind of hard to have Mr. Fantastic in there and not the Maker, because
Yeah.
the same dude. Loki.
Is
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say Loki. I think I may have fucked myself with that one because the goal of the game isn't to necessarily fill up the spots. Necessarily, you got to make the
yeah,
connection.
it's a range. Yeah. Is Doctor Doom.
No. Mm, Spider-Man.
Yes. Is Bucky Barnes on your list? No.
No. Mm, Wolverine?
No.
No wolf. Okay.
Is Sue Storm on your list?
No. Um, can I get Blade?
No.
Hmm. Okay.
Carnage?
Nuh-uh. Fuck. Hmm. Uh, can I get Johnny Storm?
No.
Damn. Oh, okay.
I get Ant-Man.
No, no. Can I get Bruce Banner?
Yes. Can I get Storm?
Yes. Can I get Dr. Hank Pym?
Yeah. Um, can I get Ghost Rider?
I'll give it to you, sure. Well, I have to make my guess. Is it scientists?
Uh, yeah.
Well, what is it?
Yeah. Super Geniuses.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess in the same vein, I guess.
Yeah.
What?
Um,
How many did you get? I want you to get this
I got
one.
4. I think I know. Is it characters that use an element?
Yeah.
Nice. I fucking yeah. Stormin, because I was thinking Johnny Storm fire, Thing is earth, Storm is fucking lightning.
And like, well, I was thinking more wind. Like,
Yeah, like yeah, oh yeah, you're right. Like wind, lightning type shit, and then Ghost Rider's like fire as well.
yeah.
And I don't know where I was gonna go with that last one. I was gonna go. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I was gonna go, but yeah, no, that's good. I'm glad I got fucking one at least.
Yeah. Well, that's good, man.
Hell yeah, man.
I
It was
was
a good
hoping
time.
I was kind of proud of that category that I thought of because it's not too hard, but it's also like different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, it was a good time, man. I love that game.
Awesome, bro. Well, hey, what do you say we about wrap up this episode? I think we're where are we at? Probably 2.5 hours ish.
Yeah, something like that. Well, all right, guys. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed our games, our thoughts on what we're currently reading or what we've already read, how much we enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed our thoughts on our video games that we're currently playing through, and what our current thoughts are on them, uh, and as well as the games that we're starting to incorporate inside of our end show that we got. Hope you guys do enjoy. And it's been me, it's been Luke, it's been Xboxgut, it's been MLGman. Hope you guys did enjoy. Stay tuned for our Watchmen book club review as well as our Conviction arc Berserk review. I was gonna say Black Swords interview, Berserk review as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been Xbox Gut.
MLGman.
Later, guys.
Peace.